Downsize and declutter. Sell your unwanted stuff. Before you roll up your sleeves and monetize your personal or professional skills, why not earn some money by cleaning up your space? Selling your unwanted stuff is a great way to downsize and declutter your life while earning some income on the side. If you're transitioning to full-time work-at-home status, that income could help you create a proper home office or allow you to maintain your lifestyle during lean times. When it comes to at-home income, selling your unwanted stuff is the definition of low-hanging fruit. Examples include old kids' clothing and toys, sporting goods you no longer use, out-of-fashion wardrobe accessories, electronics, valuable but non-sentimental keepsakes such as watches and jewelry, old furniture, dusty. There are several ways you can sell your unwanted stuff. Digital options. Depending on the amount of effort you're willing to give and your preferred sales model, these digital sales platforms are worth considering. eBay is one of the most popular websites in the world. That means it's an excellent way to attract lots of eyeballs to your unwanted items, fast. Initially designed as an auction site for DIY sellers, it's now primarily a venue for fixed price, and often heavily discounted, sales by professional merchants. Amazon. Many people don't realize that Amazon is a haven for third-party sellers cleaning out their attics and garages. If you plan to sell more than 40 items per month on Amazon, consider registering as a professional seller. You'll need to pay a roughly $40 monthly subscription fee, a referral fee that usually ranges from 6% to 20%, and a per item closing cost for media items. You won't pay the per item selling fee, however. Alternatively, you can register as an individual seller. The fee schedule is the same as for professionals, except you do have to pay the selling fee and don't have to pay the subscription fee. Craigslist. Craigslist is the scrappiest of the major online resale options. Its major perk is its enticing profit potential, thanks to the total lack of listing and selling fees for most. Trade-in, resale, marketplaces. Sell your stuff online, especially if it's electronic. Popular and reputable online resale marketplaces include SellSell, Gazelle, and MaxBack. Major retailers such as Best Buy have extensive trade-in programs as well, as do national carriers such as Verizon and AT&T. Declutter, a hybrid option, cuts out the middleman and claims to deliver better value for unwanted tech items. Hold a yard or garage sale. Prefer to do things the old-fashioned way. Sell whatever you can't or don't want to offload online at a garage sale instead. Set popular time and date. Most garage sales happen on weekends, and for good reason. That's when most people are out and about. To maximize your exposure, consider a 3-day event over a long weekend. If you live in a cold climate, wait until the weather warms. Make sure you're legal. Before setting up your sale, make sure it's legal to do so in your community. There's a good chance you'll need a permit, but getting one is usually a formality and rarely requires a substantial financial investment. Advertise locally. Advertise your garage sale in appropriate local venues, your city's Craigslist page, community social media sites such as Nextdoor, your local newspaper, online and in print, and any relevant local publications, such as neighborhood print newspapers or magazines. Put up signs. Don't assume every prospective buyer will find their way to your place using a navigation app. Research costs and set fair starting prices. Before setting prices for each item, research your local Craigslist website and nearby yard sales to get a sense of how to price them. Accommodate multiple forms of payment. Many deal seekers carry cash, but you want to accommodate every potential buyer. So in the days leading up to the event, consider purchasing a point-of-sale system that can accept credit cards. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and comment.